Hello there, friends. Welcome back to our channel, where we talk about the best practices to follow during a recession. Today, we'll talk about 5 money mistakes to avoid during a recession. As we all know, recessions can be financially challenging, but by avoiding these blunders, you can help protect your finances and emerge stronger on the other side. Mistake number 1, panic selling. Many people panic and sell their investments during a recession. They see the value of their investments falling and are afraid of losing everything. However, this can be a huge mistake. Selling during a recession means you're selling at a loss and may miss out on the market's recovery when it recovers. Assume you spend $10 on a new toy, and a few days later, a friend offers you $5 for it. You're losing money, aren't you? But what if you wait a little longer and everyone wants that toy and is willing to pay $20 for it? You blew a huge opportunity by selling for $5. The same can be said for your investments. Rather than panicking and selling everything, maintain your cool and stick to your long-term investment strategy. Remember that the market always recovers, and if you sell during a downturn, you may miss out on large gains when it does. Mistake number 2, failure to establish an emergency fund. Having an emergency fund is one of the best ways to prepare for a recession. This entails saving enough money to cover at least 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses. If you don't already have an emergency fund, start one now. It can assist you in weathering any financial storms that may arise. Consider your emergency fund to be a superhero cape. It's there to keep you safe when things get tough. Just as a superhero requires a cape to fly, you require an emergency fund to assist you when times are tough. If you have an emergency fund, you won't have to rely on credit cards or loans if you lose your job or incur unexpected costs. Instead, use your emergency fund to pay your bills until you can get back on your feet. However, putting together an emergency fund can be difficult, especially when money is tight. That is why it is critical to begin small. Even if it's only a few dollars per week, it's a start. Every little bit counts and your emergency fund will grow over time. So get started on your superhero cape right away. Mistake number 3, increasing debt. It can be tempting to take on more debt during a recession to help make ends meet. However, this can be a dangerous cycle. Interest rates may be high, and you may find it difficult to repay your debt as the economy improves. Rather, strive to live within your means and avoid incurring unnecessary debt. Consider debt to be a hole. The deeper you go, the more you discover. And the deeper you go, the more difficult it is to climb out. Increasing your debt during a recession can put you in a deep hole that is difficult to climb out of. It is critical to understand that debt is not a long-term solution to financial problems. Instead, concentrate on living within your means and eliminating unnecessary expenses. Making a budget is one way to avoid incurring additional debt. Make a list of all your expenses and income and see where you can save money. Perhaps you can eat out less frequently or cancel some subscriptions. Every little bit counts, and by living within your means, you can avoid incurring additional debt. Mistake number 4, failure to prioritize your spending. In difficult economic times, it is critical to prioritize your spending. Make a list of your necessary expenses, such as rent, food, and utilities, and try to reduce non-essential spending. This can help you stretch your money and make it go further. Making a budget is one way to prioritize your spending. A budget is a tool for tracking your income and expenses. Begin by tracking your expenses for a month and then categorizing them as essential or non-essential. This will assist you in identifying areas where you can save money. You might be able to save money by cooking at home rather than eating out, or by canceling subscriptions you no longer use. You can reduce your expenses and free up more money for your emergency fund or debt repayment by prioritizing your spending and cutting back on non-essential expenses. Mistake number 5, failing to seek help when you need it. Finally, one of the most common mistakes people make during a recession is failing to seek help when they need it. If you're having trouble making ends meet, don't be afraid to ask for help. There are resources available to assist you in navigating difficult financial times. If you're having trouble paying your bills or making ends meet, start by contacting your creditors. They might be willing to collaborate with you to develop a payment plan or defer payments. You could also seek assistance from a financial advisor or a credit counselor. They can advise you on how to manage your finances during difficult times and help you develop a plan to get back on track. Remember, there is no shame in seeking assistance. We all go through difficult times, but there are resources to help us get through them. So, there you have it, friends. 5 money mistakes to avoid during a recession. You can protect your finances and come out stronger on the other side by staying calm, saving for an emergency, avoiding unnecessary debt, prioritizing your spending, and seeking help when you need it. Bonus tip 1. Diversify your portfolio. One way to mitigate the impact of a recession on your investments is to diversify your portfolio. This means spreading your money across different types of investments, such as stocks, bonds, and real estate. By diversifying, you reduce the risk of losing all your money in one area. For example, during a recession, stocks may take a hit, but bonds may perform well. By investing in both, you can balance out your portfolio and minimize losses. Similarly, real estate may provide a steady source of income during tough economic times. However, diversification should not be confused with over-diversification. Investing in too many different areas can actually lead to lower returns and higher fees. It's important to find the right balance that works for you and your investment goals. In conclusion, avoiding these 5 money mistakes during a recession can help you protect your finances and come out stronger on the other side. By staying calm, building an emergency fund, avoiding unnecessary debt, prioritizing your spending, seeking help when you need it, and diversifying your portfolio, you can weather the storm and secure your financial future. Remember, a recession can be a tough time, but with the right approach, you can emerge from it even stronger than before. Remember that a recession is only a temporary setback, and by avoiding these blunders, you can secure your financial future. Please leave any questions or comments in the section below. Also, remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more money-related content. Thank you for tuning in.